What is happening, everybody? After 2 weeks, the shop finally got to my car and fixed it for a couple $100. We are in the 2001 Saab 9.3 Viggen, and I am loving this car. I picked it up yesterday afternoon, and man, what a car. This is so nice, guys. We have a brand new clutch in there. We have a brand new slave cylinder. This thing shifts like butter, and the steering is nice and smooth. This car runs so freaking amazing, guys. Unbelievable. So let's hop into this car. I'll show you around here in a minute, but I'm driving back home, so when I get home I'll do that. But in the meantime, let me tell you about the first drive. Alright guys, here we go. Just a little pull for you. So the air conditioning is not working just yet in the car, so that's one thing on the to-do list. But the car runs perfectly. We have good tire, or we have brand new brakes and stuff on the car. Everything's running smooth. We have 2 pixel kits on the way because the 2 pixels are out on the ACC and the top unit. We need to get a thermostat because the thermostat is missing, so we're not getting a reading on the outside temp. These are all very important things. Man, this car is just, the bones of this car are just phenomenal. This thing just needs a lot of TLC everywhere. So new emblems in the front. We're gonna have to buff out the paint. There's some body damage on the front bumper, which I'll show you when we get there. There's just little things all around the car that add up, but it's really not that big of a deal. Shift knob is perfect, but we're just missing the little pattern, the shift pattern, but we already have that on order. So just like little things. The interior of this car is so clean, guys. But I ordered new mats. I just ordered new mats, so we're gonna have fresh floor mats for the inside once we detail the inside. Hold on. Little 2-3 shift for you. It's unbelievable, guys. This car runs so freaking amazing. So freaking amazing. And we're not on a stock suspension. There is an aftermarket suspension on here, but I like the way it rides, and I like the way the car sits. I'll show you when we get again to the driveway. It doesn't sit too low. It's got an open air intake, so when you get on it, you hear that turbo, as well as that bike in front of me. So freaking sweet, guys. So first driving experience of a Saab Viggen, that is my Saab Viggen, is phenomenal. I'm absolutely loving this car. It's such a pleasure to get around town in. So we're gonna make this thing really nice, and I'll show you around. So I'll see you over there. All right, guys. So here is the walk around, the real first walk around. I'm gonna start in the front here. So I got the key still on, but here's the front bumper. This is where we got some cracking going on. So some plastic welding there, and a little plastic welding over here. And we're gonna get that body work really done up nicely. But there's the front bumper. I'm gonna try to find an original grille that's chrome, because I don't like the black. Going around to the side here, we have a little bit of sun fade on the clear. So I'm gonna try to buff this out and see if this can come back to life. But if it can't, then what I'm gonna try to do is when we have a paint repair here, I might ask them to just do the tops. Same with the roof if we have some issues up there. As you guys can see on the roof, we got some peeling on this black here, but I can sand this down and we can repaint that, no big deal. Side paneling, some doors, the tape here is ripping up, but we can get some fresh tape for that and fix that. The body work on the side is so clean. You guys can see there's no dents and damages and scrapes, which is really what attracted me to this car, because a lot of times you find these cars all beat up, and as you guys can see here, we don't have that issue. We got some side molding scenarios to fix. We are missing the plastic covers for the rocker panels, so that's okay too. We'll get that taken care of. As you guys know, in the first video we did on this car, we have the Viggen rims. They're in the garage, ready to be put on, but we want to clean this thing up first. So inside, just some dirtiness, but we'll make it right. So we got interrupted there with the landscaping guys, but back panel here as well looks good. Back seats are nice and clean. Everything is perfect. Just really needs a nice detail in here, and this thing is going to be perfect. Back bumper is got some scuffs. Some of it will buff out. Some's got some paint damage. But I think if we're gonna get the front bumper repaired, maybe we'll have them do the back bumper. And then of course on the spoiler here, there's some paint damage. So maybe we'll just have them do the tops on everything, just to make it all nice, since they are really good at paint matching. On this side here, we got some rust here, which we'll fix and get rid of some of that, fix that up. Looking clean over here as well. Just again, a little dirty, no big deal. Front. Here we go. This, I don't know if somebody out there has an extra Viggen sidekick panel here for the door sill. I'd replace this. If not, maybe I'll rip this up and try to clean it out. Maybe that's just some water damage, some water staining. Door panels are in decent shape, seats in decent shape. I ordered a shift knob cover already, I already mentioned earlier. Floor mats are gonna be replaced. Inside, really clean. Really nice in here. Just needs a little TLC everywhere. Really, that's all it needs, guys. Under the hood here, some paint fade. I'm gonna try to clean it and buff it maybe in this video. Oh shit, well that didn't really work well for me. Under the hood, open air intake, sounds beautiful. This engine was just rebuilt, as we've mentioned, with the Wasner's pistons. You guys can see this thing looks really nice and clean under here. Very nice and dry. Fresh coolant hoses, everything's looking good. There you go, there's our 2001 Saab 9.3 Viggen. All right guys, so a couple days later here, just wearing the Saab merch. So check out the Saab merch if you guys want to support the channel in any way with this Viggen that helps with the funds. But here we are, we're gonna clean up the car today. There's some paint fade in some areas, so we're gonna go ahead and clean up this car and buff it and see how the fade comes out. Like, we don't have any cracking or compromise to the clear coat as of yet. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice compound cut and polish it and bring this thing back to life. I have this here is cracked, but I also found from last year I updated the doors trim on the other Saab we have. This is the same exact trim molding, same exact piece, so we'll swap that out and that will be repaired. Everything else seems to be solid with the trim, so that's going to be in good shape. Didn't have to spend any money there. So let's just, without further ado, hop right into this thing. The car's been sitting outside for who knows how long, so we're going to just give this thing a nice power washing on the outside, get the door jambs nice. I ordered new covers for the rocker panels, and maybe after this video we'll get the Viggen rims put on this thing, get these things off. Let's hop into it, guys. very educational wash for me. Obviously the car looks really good wet here. There is a lot of imperfections everywhere. So we got some tar stains everywhere here. We got some little scratches everywhere, but some of it we'll be able to fill in. Some of it we'll leave alone because that's just the way it is. Sometimes it's good to just leave things the way they are. All in all, I'm still impressed with the way the condition is of the car. So we're definitely still in good shape, but definitely more things were found in a good way. So we're gonna be able to address them. So I'm gonna pull it in so it doesn't dry in the sun. We're gonna clay bar this, compound it, and see where we are. Stay tuned, guys. And so here we are in the garage. Paint is soaking wet still, and it looks already really good, right? It looks so good right now. It looks freaking amazing. I actually love these rims. I was thinking about selling them, but maybe I'll just refurbish them and keep them. They look so good. But yeah, this car looks good in it wet. So that just tells me after we do some correction to the paint, this thing's gonna be a shiner, guys. It's gonna be so beautiful. Let's hop into this thing. So excited. Alright, so we clay barred the front nose as you guys saw, and I'm just going to take a break here with the clay bar and just do the polishing. I'm going to do a hard compound just on the hood right now, just to see how this thing comes out, because if you look closely, there's some paint fade, and then, I don't know, this thing just needs some love real bad. So let's see what happens here. Holy smokes, guys, this car is gonna be a freaking screamer. Oh my god. All right, so if you guys can see in man, hold on. So if the camera can pick it up, which I hope it does, you can see all of this faded paint. I'm gonna try to take a picture on my phone if you can't see it on here. But if you look at to where so this area here, I just did one layer of compound, right? So you can see how shiny it is, and you can see the light and the reflection there, nice and clear. And then if I move over to here, where I didn't, you can see just the difference. See? Let's see that light right there. Watch see how much faded it gets, hazy, and then it gets clear right here. Hazy, hazy, clear, clear, clear. So this is just after one touch of compound. So we're gonna do compound and then a polish. So this thing's gonna become super duper, which is awesome because the paint was definitely oxidized. So this is good news, guys. Really good news. So let's do this. I'm just gonna do the front clip off camera, and then I'm gonna pull the car outside just to show you, maybe in the daylight, maybe it picks it up better. Let's do that, and then I'll keep you guys posted here. All right, this is compound polish ceramic coating. This is original oxidized paint. You guys can see a difference in the shine. Look at that. I am so excited about this car. Wow. Back to work we go. So a lot of staining is coming out of the paint. All of the tar spots were coming off of the surface with the clay bar, but there's a little bit of tree sap stains on the roof here. So I'm gonna get some other chemical here. Let me get this bug and tar turtle wax thing and see if this helps us with removing that. So keep you posted. FYI, here is under the hood. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. I detailed it the other day with a little degreaser real quick because I was going through the vacuum hoses and that check valve to make sure the PCV system was working properly. Found that it was not connected, so that is not a good thing for crank pressure. But paint is coming alive really nicely, guys. Really, really awesome. You can see on the shine there, it's coming together. This is just a compound on the side so far. No polish or ceramic coating like we did everywhere else. But here you guys go. Nice and dry on this engine. You can see down below. This engine was just rebuilt before we purchased the car. So it only has a few thousand miles on the rebuild. So really good shape. Really, really good shape. So most of the staining from tree sap, like right here, you guys can see a little bit of remnants. I'm gonna buff that one more time, but most of it came out on the first go. Same with over here in the corner and over here on the top. But you can see there's still a few more over here that I didn't even get to. But then there's these over here that I can't even seem to actually massage out with the buffer. So I'm gonna take a little wet sand and just kind of dab it a little bit in here. See if we can get open some of the clear. Sand it down a little bit. You can see some of it coming out. And see if we can buff some of this shit out. See what happens here, you know? See what it does. This is gonna be such a nice project car. Oh my god, it's gonna come out so good. This grill, I have a new one coming. Just so you guys know, it's gonna go back to chrome the way it should be. But here is the passenger side. This side is in better shape than the other side a little bit, because we're not finished with this side yet. I'm working on some tar removal here. Did most of the buffing here, so we still got some more to do. We're not done. So compound still here, and then I'm gonna do a polish. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the polishing on camera, but you guys can see, you know, based on everything else that we've done so far, what the polishing turns out, how it looks. So we're gonna just show you the final results for the sake of time. But real quick, I'm gonna take a heat gun here to this panel here and try to remove this old glue that's here. Let's see what happens. All right guys, so there is the final final look here on this 2001 Saab 9.3 Viggen. Hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next video.